Hello everyone. Today we are going to understand three important ethical issues called IPR, DPR and plagiarism, and let's start with it. IPR stands for intellectual property rights, whereas DPR stands for digital property right, and another is plagiarism. First of all, we should start with intellectual property right. So intellectual property, what is an intellectual property? It refers to creations of intellect, mind or brain, such as invention, artistic work, literary work, design, symbol, name, images created by an individual. And what are intellectual property rights? They are the rights of the owner of the information to decide how much information is to be exchanged, shared or distributed. And the owner has the right to decide the price of exchanging, sharing and distributing also. So how to protect IPR? So it comes to protect one intellectual property rights, one can get information copyrighted, patented or trademarked. So there are the three ways. So for IPR protection, every country has its legislation in place, and in India there are following acts which are in line with the protection of IPRs. The Right from Patent Act, which is formed in 1970 and amended many times, and Trademark Act, Design Act, 2000 Copyright Act, which is established in 1957 and amended many times. The latest amendment of the Copyright Act came in 2012. So Geographical Indication of Goods, that is the Registration Protection Act, and Semiconductor Integrated Circuits Layout Design Act 2000. Another is Protection of Plant Varieties and Farmer Rights. So there are various acts in line to protect the IPR of various products or as well as information also. So why intellectual property rights must be protected? So intellectual property is an asset actually for the owner, which can be used to establish brand value in the market and can be exploited by the owner for the commercial gains in any manner. And also it encourages the individual or the businesses to create new software, product and their applications, as well as improving on existing product and applications. It ensures new ideas, technologies are widely distributed. It promotes investment in the national economy. And intellectual property of a creator shows his competence and establish legal and valid ownership, which can be sold or licensed for commercial gains. So next term is plagiarism. So plagiarism is basically stealing someone else's intellectual work or ideas or representing it as your own work without citing the source of information. In simple words, it's copy and paste thing. So it's Control C and Control V. Now, two type of plagiarism are there. One is accidental and second is deliberately done plagiarism. If we understand these two types, so accidental is actually unintentional one. It involves careless paraphrasing, that is changing the words or sentences, construction of copied document and quoting text excessively along with poor documentation. Whereas the intentional or the deliberately done plagiarism includes the copying someone else's work, cutting and pasting block of text and any kind of media, whether it is audio, video, movie clips from electronic sources without documenting and at the same time publishing it on the web without the permission of the creator or the developer. So any of the following act would be termed under the name plagiarism. So using some other author's work without giving credit to the author, and or using someone else's work in incorrect form than intended originally by the author or the creator, modifying or lifting someone's production such as music composition and all without attributing it to the creator of the work, and giving incorrect or incorrect source of information, that is wrongful citation, and failure in giving credit or acknowledging the contribution of others in collaboration effort to which you are also a part of. So it comes when you work together in the projects and you take the whole credit for you without giving credit or acknowledging other in the group. So now plagiarism is an offense. Yes, if plagiarism involves copying not only ideas but also a substantial portion of copyrighted work without attribution and without permission, it would amount to both copyright infringement as well as violation of special right of the author to be credited. So copyright infringement and the violation of an author right to be credited are both civil wrongs as well as criminal offense, and civil suit and criminal charges may also be filed for them, which are punishable offenses and amount to fine as well as penalties. So here we can understand what is a copyright, what is a plagiarism, and what is a combination of both. If we copyright is basically we cannot copy the work, we cannot distribute the copy of that work. So photocopying a whole journal and distributing it to a student, giving credit without while giving credit to the author but without permission, it is something like without copywriting. If we come to plagiarism, it's like sharing a collection of poetry from the 1700 without citing the author that who was the creator. But if it is a combination, like paraphrasing large portion of the text without crediting the author at all, and sometime also citing it as own work, so it is a kind of a combination of both. So how to avoid the plagiarism? Plagiarism can be avoided by use your own ideas, cite the sources when someone else's ideas are being used, rewrite other ideas in your own words actually. So cite the name of the website, URL or name of the author, acknowledge them while using someone else's work, even with minor changes also. So if by any chance it becomes necessary to use someone else's exact work, don't forget to put quotes and give credit using in-text citation like we do in research papers while writing the review part. So use bullet notes in your own words rather than copying the entire content. Use online plagiarism checkers also. So now we understand the third term called DPR, digital property rights. So digital property or digital assets refer to any information about you or created by you that exists on the digital form, either on internet or any electronic storage media. So digital property rights also lie with the owner. So for example, digital property include any online personal account like your email account, your social media account, your shopping account, photo, video sharing accounts, or websites or blog, even domain name being managed by you, or intellectual property including copyrighted material, trademark, patents, and any software or code may have been written by you. So it's all digital property of yours. And threats to digital properties, digital software penetration tools. Although one needs to buy usage right or licenses to use a digital property, there are many software penetration such as cracks and keygens tools created by hackers to penetrate software registration system and enable unauthorized users to freely access your software without actually paying for it. So it is like cracking your software. So next is stealing or plagiarizing codes of your digital property. It's like copying some part of the software code and creating your own plagiarized version. It is basically stealing a software code and giving your name and or including in your work and portraying it like your own work. So digital property right, how can it be protected? There are many ways like anti-temper solution. The anti-temper solutions use a host of advanced technologies to prevent hackers from hacking or reverse engineering or manipulating the digital properties such as utility tools, software, apps, or video games, and so forth. Legal clauses, transparent clauses may be added in the terms and conditions of the software that prohibits the scrapping of software code or its reuse. This may help you as a legal backup in case something happened with your digital property and to claim it. So limit the sharing of software code. The software code should only be shared with the trusted individual who are part of the development team. One should also use digital right management, which is whole amount of different topic solutions to protect his or her software sources code from being scrapped using decompiler, etc. So for references, you can refer these sources of information, and feel free to ask any question. Thank you.